Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Our study that I will be presenting is entitled Challenges Facing Online Learning as Experienced by Criminology Students of the University of Mindanao. The proponents of this study are Franklin Australia, Cutie Mikabadi, yours truly, and Rachel Joy Robles. The school is the child's second home of contact with the world. School plays a big part in the child's growth and in molding one's skills personality, especially in the intellectual aspect. The COVID-19 pandemic made our life difficult, especially in the sector of education. The way of learning was changed to online classes instead of having face-to-face class interaction. The next topic that I will be presenting is the background of the study of our research. The first is the challenges and experiences as facing online learning by the criminology students during the pandemic. Second, to understand and know the challenges and experiences of criminology students. We all know that the COVID-19 pandemic leads the teachers and students to use the communication through online. Schools have been closed until lockdowns are lifted and the students and teachers are adapting to the new normal of class. To deal with this kind of new normal class, both should be compassionate and understand with each other. Schools should think the welfare of the students and teachers. Teachers should be considerate, understandable, and assist students to learn. Also, the students must be responsible in doing their role and should be understandable. This online learning is the way to amid this pandemic, as a matter of fact that we are not ready. The following will benefit the study. First is the criminology students, the professors, and the future researchers. The first benefactor is the criminology students, because this study will assist the criminology students of the University of Mindanao to improve their understanding and deciding the required citation of their studies to be used as their results. The second benefactor is the professors. This study may help the professors to gain more knowledge and to use this site to be more considerate to its students. The last and the third benefactor of this study are the future researchers. This study may help the future researchers to analyze and know the different challenges that the student faced in online classes during the pandemic. The future researchers may gain new learnings that would help them to support their future studies. They can also use this study as the secondary reference of data with their future-related research and show the students challenges that was faced in online classes during the pandemic, which will gain fact and accurate knowledge. So next is the objectives of the study. This study aims to find the answer of what are the challenges and experiences in facing online learning by the criminology students of the University of Mindanao during the pandemic, and categorizing students' concerns from different points of view to encourage various stakeholders to address their stance on enhancement of education performance under a pandemic and by proposing some useful measures in eliminating obstacles and thus continuing and maintaining high quality of education under COVID-19 pandemic through the online class. The following topic will be presenting by Rachel Joy Robles.
So before I proceed to my assigned topic, let me introduce myself. I am Rachel Joy G. Robles, and I am going to discuss the specific question of our research, the scope and limitation of the study, the research design, and the respondent. So first, specific question. Here are the lists of our specific question. Number 1, what are the challenges upon facing online learning during the pandemic in terms of technical and practical issues? Number 2, what is the level of well-being of the criminology student upon facing online learning during the pandemic? Number 3, What is the level of academic performance of the criminology student upon facing online learning during the pandemic? And number 4, what is the significant relationship between the challenges facing online and experiences of criminology student of University of Mindanao? We choose these questions because we all know that it is our first time to experience this kind of classes. And I know and I believe that all of us are facing challenges because of it. And because of it, it affects our well-being and it also affects our academic performance because we are adjusting and coping to the new normal of class. Also, we choose this research question so that it can be easily to answer by our respondent. Next is the scope and limitation of the study. This study is mainly focused on the different challenges that the student face during online class at this time of pandemic. The researchers seek to find the solution for this study for the purpose of enhancing the online learning that facing of criminology student of the University of Mindanao. And the purpose also of this study is to find if there is significant relationship between the challenges facing online and experience of criminology student of University of Mindanao. The researchers believe that this research will contribute to the principles of challenges online learning of criminology students, and there are ideas behind the scene of online learning that need to be improved and cleared in the problem, the challenge, and experience of the criminology student of the University of Mindanao. So the next topic that I will discuss is the research design. In this research, this study is a quantitative type of research. This research used the descriptive correlational method of research. According to Sousa, Dreisnack, and Mendes 2007, descriptive correlational research is used to determine the variables and relationship that is being present among them. This kind of research shows the different variables related to each other and the population interest. Furthermore, the method that is being used in the study will determine the significant relationship of the challenges facing online learning as experienced by the criminology student of the University of Mindanao. And next is the respondents. Our respondents are the criminology students, and there are 350 respondents of this study, and these respondents are the criminology students of the University of Mindanao. And in this research, we use random sampling because this research used simple random sampling method in surveying by disseminating the questionnaire among the respondents. By using the simple random technique, this will assure that the researchers did not convince the answer of the respondents. The next topic will be discussed by Mr. Franklin Australia.
Hi everyone, my name is Franklin de Australia. So I'm going to discuss the procedure. So in the procedure, there is a letter of approval, interview, scaling of variables, and analysis. In data gathering procedure, we asking permission to conduct the study. The researchers will submit a letter to the Dean of Criminology Department to disseminate questions to the respondents and conduct a study at the University of Mindanao to the criminology students. And then the validation of the research questionnaire, the researchers ask for assistance in validating the questionnaire. And also in administration and retrieval of the research instrument, upon securing the approval, the researchers will proceed in administering the survey questionnaire to the respondents randomly. The researchers will visit each room of criminology students of the University of Mindanao, where the study will be conducted to disseminate the questionnaires. And then the collection of the data, the answered questionnaire will be retrieved, tallied, and calculated. And then, analysis of data. The result of the data were subjected to the statistician analysis. So this is the scaling of the variables for the challenges facing online learning by the criminology student of the University of Mindanao. So this is the table 1, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of data. So we have a range of means, verbal meaning, descriptive interpretation. So 4.20 to 5, this is a very high, and in descriptive interpretation, this means that the students are always facing technical and practical issues during the online class. Range of means in 3.40 to 4.19. This is high, verbal meaning high, and then it means that the student are often facing technical and practical issue during online class. And then 2.60, 3.39, 2.60 to 3.39, this is moderate. This means that the students are sometimes facing technical and practical issues during online classes. And also 1.80 to 2.59, this is low. This means that the students are rarely facing technical and practical issues during online classes. And 1.1 to 1.79, this is a very low. This means that the students are not facing well-being problem during online classes. And also, this is the same in table 2. We have also a range of means, verbal meaning, descriptive interpretation. The range of means are the same in table 1. Also in verbal meaning are the same in table 1. So the descriptive interpretation in very high, this means that the students are always facing well-being problem during online class. In high, also often facing well-being problem during online. Moderately in this means that students are sometimes facing sometimes facing well-being problem during online class. And also in low, range of means 1.80 to 2.59, the verbal meaning low. This means that students are rarely facing technical and practical issues during online class. And lastly, 1. To 1.79, range of means, this is a very low. This means that students are not facing well-being problem during online classes. And this is two table represent as the scaling of the variables for the challenges facing online learning by the criminology student of the University of Mindanao. So this is the last part, reference. This is our reference, the link, the source, and to support our study. And this is the report of our group in chapter 1 and chapter 2, entitled Challenges Facing Online Learning as Experienced by Criminology Student of the University of Mindanao. And that's all. Thank you and God bless.